To a large extent, the modifications suggested in respect of approved investments are of a minor character. It was necessary to make them because of the altered conditions which obtain after nationalization of life insurance. But I shall in particular draw attention to the modified section 27A. While the former enables the maximum limits of holdings of the corporation in the ordinary shares of the companies to be raised from 10% to 30% of the subscribed ordinary capital, the latter modification will permit the corporation to invest in private limited companies also with the prior approval of the central government. There are certain other matters pertaining to the investment policy of the life insurance corporation which I feel are of some importance. I shall mention them briefly. To begin with, I would like to make it clear that the life insurance corporation shall always keep in mind the provision of section 6(1) of the Life Insurance Corporation Act, which enjoins on it the duty of carrying out its business to the best advantage of the community. Let me be more specific. Whereas the Life Insurance Corporation will always bear in mind that its primary obligation is to its policy holders, whose money it holds in trust, and will work as far as possible on business principles. It will never lose sight of the fact that as the single largest investor in India, it has to keep before it the interests of the community as a whole. It will therefore invest in ventures which further the social advancement of the country. It will take no parochial view. Its funds are drawn from all over India and they will be invested for the good of the entire country. Thus, there shall be a steady diversification of its investable funds, which is an essential requirement of any insurer, particularly the sole insurer of a country. Next, I come to the attitude which the Life Insurance Corporation should adopt in relation to the stock markets. There is not the slightest intention that the Life Insurance Corporation should indulge in speculation and thus take advantage of temporary fluctuations in market prices. It must necessarily invest on a long-term basis, but this should not preclude it from certain buying and selling operations when circumstances do warrant. It will actively examine its investment portfolio from time to time and decide whether certain of its holdings are worth keeping or disposing of. If, for instance, the Life Insurance Corporation were to sell during periods of depression, the national interest would be served by removing fluctuations in the stock market.